and Hollands to do the ruck work. And Symes gets it down to the side towards Dylan Whitney. Kick by Symes in the end towards half forward. Parker comes out, doesn't sit for him. Getting across there, Reynolds for the Magpies first. Across half back, goes towards centre wing. Eels runs away and goes to the right foot towards centre half forward. Addy reads it the better, but it doesn't sit for him. Miller comes at him. He rides the tackle, then he drags it in. Oh, I smell a punce! I smell a punce! Oh, there's the punce. We like it. It was coming from a long way away, and Blake Miller has put the pressure on, and will shoot for goal from 60 out, and they've all said goals.
Well, that's what the decision. That's what the rule was made for. A decision like that, where you pull the ball back in, and then you don't get it out. 100% right umpire.
He was playing for the free kick too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Ducked his head under. Blake Miller, 1-1 today. So far, he comes in, right foot kick. Good kick for distance. Look at that. Oh,
That's gone. That has gone 70 metres. Same thing for the kick out. It's Lima who plays on from that fullback position, goes out long, went outside 50, Podner in front. No one will take a mark over him. He plays on quickly, backs himself, went short, great kick and finds Key. So Blake Podner, good football.
Just been told to play on at all costs here, haven't they?
I think so.
Don't wait for it, just play.
Give and go.
Yep.
So Daniel Key, has he got a goal today? Yes, he has one.
Yes, one.
So he goes
that
back.
Was a beautiful banana.
That's right, it was too, Grub. Good call.
Which was out on the full, wasn't it?
Well, I didn't think it was. I didn't say it was out in the full. Daniel Key goes back and he just caresses the ball through. So that's a good start for North Geelong.
Symes and Hollands both get a hand to it. Falls to the side right. Whitney runs away, gets the clearing kick to half forward. Coming across Popovsky. Can't pick it up. Still can't pick it up. Now he does. And then he drops the footy.
Drops it.
Yep, so punched it. Beautiful. Van Creeken gets it. Kicks it across half back. Fitzsimmons just plays on. Kicks around the corner towards Gibbs at half back. Takes the mark and plays on. Drives it long to half forward. Biggs one-on-one with Martin. Over the head of both of them. Martin gets back there first. Biggs works his way to the front. Does pretty well. There's a hold. And going to Biggs first. They both held on right angle. He comes in with the yellow boots. Left foot kick and kicks the goal.
Brought up, ball thrown up, Symes up, tapped the ball down, picked up by Fursland coming off the wing, handball, releases Whitney, but went over the top, Barton found Page, has runners from behind and it's Lima on the left boot, went short, kick wasn't good, mark's not taken at ground level, picked up there by Page, fed the ball back, Barton's there, kick smothered, comes in and Lima recollects the ball. Kick towards centre half forward position. Probably should have been a free kick there for Gibbs for manhandling his opponent, but he's allowed to get away with it and goes on now. That's good play, quick play. Finds Eels. He's out and running. Takes him on. Lentini couldn't hang on. Now Eels puts the ball down. Takes his first. Takes his second. Ball didn't come back to him. Now he's tackled. Poor tackle there from the BellPost Hill. The ball goes long into the goal square. Clark has his chance and he's got a free kick. So BellPost Hill. A couple of tackles just let slip there. Lima was one of them. And it's going to be Sam Clark. From right on the point of the square or just outside the point of the square. No distance to worry about here. Goes back. Umpire looks straight up and he has his third of the
final term. Hollands and Symes. They both get a hand to it again. And tapping it on Fantella. Kick back towards Page. At half forward now. Dylan Whitney ducks his head and gets away. Short little kick outboard towards Fursland. Coming out at pace. Was top close to the boundary line. Fursland. Kick around the corner, back to the hot spot. Coming out was Jovanovic, touched away by de Blasio. Reynolds left it in the end. Jovanovic followed it up. Kick around the corner was good. Play on, no 15, said the umpire. Fantella got it away by hand to Page. His kick close to the boundary line in the left forward pocket. And I think
pretty ordinary, you said.
Yeah, Watts up against Hollands. Hollands with a double fist up. De Blasio gets a clearing kick towards half back. Miller's got a couple against him. He runs straight at him. He can't pick it up though. Jovanovic kick around the corner towards Page, but chopped off by Daniel Key, who takes the mark. Wants to kick it in the middle towards Biggs, so he goes in that direction. Dangerous kick. It'll want to be good. It's over the head of both of them. The Eels. It sits and waits though, and coming the other way, Lentini pushed off the ball. That is a free kick.
That's
to Brad
frustration.
Martin. That's against Biggs. So free kick to Brad Martin, right in the middle of St Albans reserve. Chance to push the Panthers back into attack. Goes long with the kick. Punch to the front. Getting back there was Gibbs. Daniel gets it around the corner. Page Easy mark. Left half forward flank for BellPost Hill.
BellPost just need to play BellPost Hill footy now from
He
there.
just needs to go towards Furslin, who goes up and takes the mark. Goes on
And
now.
now they've got the ascendancy. They can do that.
Yep, goes towards full forward, and I think that's a mark.
Yeah, it's a mark.
And the only man who kept his eye on the ball was Baseley, Caleb Baseley, and will shoot for goal from 25 outside angle. Kick 1 so far this afternoon. Just to take the margin back to 50.
Geez, I reckon he's kicked a few for the year too. He's up around that 40-odd mark, isn't he? 40 to 50 mark.
I think so, yeah. Let's have a look. Yep, 37 before today.
Yeah.
He comes in. The second of the afternoon. Uses the breeze nicely and puts it straight through the middle.
We all thought North were travelling pretty well. By geez, they missed Briggy, don't they?
That's that X factor, mate. That's what they needed.
Yeah.
You're right. So the ball in the middle of the ground. It's going to be a clearance here from Fantelli. Handballs goes wide. It's a nice handball for Lentini. Lentini goes into the half-forward line. Mark's not taken over there, but it's going to be Parker who has possession of the ball. Tapped it behind him. It was clever play. Players come in and support him. I think it was Andrews, and it's now going to be picked up by Parker from North Geelong. He's lost the ball. Tackle there. Player didn't have the ball. Umpire's allowed it to go on. Andrews picks the ball up. Pushed over the boundary. So ball back into the umpire. Ball tapped out at the back of the contest. Kick forward, North Geelong. Head back towards centre wing. Martin going back to the flight of the ball. He's actually the only one that went for the ball. And Brad Martin now can send BellPost Hill back into attack. He tips wide. Has Cam Addy there by himself. On centre wing. So not much gain ground. Fantella leads up for him. Ball's kicked further along the boundary line. Target over the top. Andrews didn't even touch the ball. Gets to the back of the contest. Picked up there by Morton. Handballs over the top. Well, going back and collected himself. Does well. Now finds Eels inside. Needs to run away. Uses the ball. Kicks into the half-forward line. Kick wasn't good. Fancied Lima, but the bounce is going to favour Van Creek, and he couldn't take clean possession. Picked up by Lima. And he goes towards Martin, feeds the ball out long. Pisano has running players, and it's Addy from centre wing. Chips short, no good. Found Tobin, able to stop prop. Missed the target running past. I won't say they're getting tired, but their execution's not as good as the BellPost should have been. The kick there from McKee, also not good. And it's Martin that comes in with the interception.
He just never gets any older, this bloke, does he?
No, and he just knows where to run. Bit like that bloke last week, Vanderkluster, they reckon.
No, Mensch, you idiot.
No, Vanderkluster, my word was. You're wrong again. Ball short, goes into the centre of the ground, picked up there by Overall. Has a player running outside again. He's going to use him. Fantella, BellPost Hill controlling the tempo now. Short kick, not good. Popovsky comes up, meets the ball. Fantella went to the right side of him, but he went back left, kicked in to the forward line. Mark Matheson, good, strong work. He comes out. Mr. Reliable, he's taking another one.
He's been pretty good, Matheson.
Tips the ball in. Jeez, he made Daniel Key stretch down. He was good enough to the task. Gets handball over the top. Found Hutchison. Went back towards Key. Wants to go on his left side. Just accelerates just enough to do so. And ambles through the middle of the ground. Kick off the side of the boot. Not good. Barton runs back with the flight of the ball. Collects it. Has players behind. Went back by hand and found Lima. Lima, player in the middle, Symes. And Symes will just slow things down. So BellPost Hill just doing enough at the present time. Short kick. Wide. Barton. Wasn't expecting it, but got it. Centre wing. Just slowing things down, waiting for movement further afield. Could even go back inside because Will Urquhart's there by himself. Decides to go down the line. Now he goes wider. Another short kick, boundary line. Mark has been taken, far side. And I can't pick up who that is. Could be Fantella, could be Wood.
Your favourite player.
Wood, thought so. The way he moved, smooth. Little chip over the top.
Get off the grass, Smith.
Goes to Tobin from the brothers. And he now steadies things down. Umpire calls the play on. Goes long into the half-forward line. Spoil from behind. Ball over the boundary line.
De Blasio over the back of the pack. Handball. Only as far as the North Geelong defence, but they can't pick it up. Andrews. Handball out. Backwards for BellPost Hill. Kick from Wood. And today, but in particular, De Blasio it was, who stood there for North Geelong. Gave it away by hand. Gives it to Parker. Goes with a long kick towards centre wing. Miller gives him a lead. Punched away by Addy. Close to the boundary line. Podner there as well. Intelligently put back by the BellPost Hill side through Addy. They've still got the ball if they can pick it up. But Wright gets across there for North Geelong. Handballs it back inboard. Chopped off though. Pisano. Got a kick to half forward. De Blasio up against Barton. Barton in front, needs some support, tries to ride the tackle, then drops it in the contest. Umpire says play on, pack develops, and he'll come in.
These blokes, I did the running for 8 years at Werribee Centrals. These blokes run more in a day than I did in that whole 8 years. It's incredible, isn't it?
From the ruck contest, kick back inboard by Van Creeken towards the middle of the ground. Sits for Daniel Key. Tries to wheel around from Lima. Gets around a couple. Handballs it back to Hollins, the big fella. He goes inboard with a right foot kick to centre half forward. Long lead from Biggs against Martin. Back there, helping out. Here's Washington. Little kick to half back is okay. And Wood takes the mark at centre half back for the Panthers. Lateral to Lentini. Takes the mark at half back. Washington makes up some ground for him. And you just kick it to him. He does. He can probably kick it back to Lentini if he wants, but Biggs is coming up to fill the space. He's short to Fantella. He takes the mark on centre wing. He's controlling the play now, BellPost Hill. Darcy Eels, where's your man? He's just running free on centre wing. Fantella, terrible kick off the boot. Might be okay. The Whitley medalist takes the mark. The Tobin brother. Still centre wing. Called to play on. Does now. Left foot kick towards Jovanovic on a lead. At centre half forward for BellPost Hill. Comes back towards Holes Fine. Runs around. And goes with the right foot kick towards the 10 metre square. Schwennerson punched away at the back by Andrews. Falls towards Jovanovic. Gets across there. Matho as well. Close to the boundary line. And through for a one behind from Jovanovic. So they go to 18-13, 121 BellPost Hill. North Geelong 10-10-70. Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki. Final quarter scoreboard, 16 minutes played.
That short kick's come undone again. It ends up in the hands there of Popovsky, who kicks towards goal. Nick Popovsky has got himself on the list, or has he already got no? No, he's already got one, so he's got two now. 19 goals, 13. BellPost Hill, they lead North Geelong.
You would think so. Got a couple of weeks to fix it.
So Tobin, free kick in the middle for a high tackle. Could have been a 50-metre penalty. Wasn't handed back to him correctly, but he has runners outside now, and it's Wood. So he takes the mark, goes quickly this time. Kick in towards the half-forward position, over the top. Oh, gee, that was a great mark going back. Never took his eyes off the ball. And it's Popovsky. Page was coming the other way. So Nick Popovsky, he'll be looking at probably a 40-metre kick from there. Right side for right footer. If he watched Caleb basically execute his goal, he should follow the same drill. Left-hand goal post, let the wind do the work. He's been a goal kicker. So Nick Popovsky comes in. 18 minutes approaching. Number 18 on the back. Not goal number 18, but that's a nice looking kick off the boot. That is a beautiful kick off the boot. And it's a goal, so Nick Popovsky.
Back to the middle. Symes, Hollands. Symes gets it down. Rove by Holes Find. Getting across there was Watts as well. Got one high over the shoulder. We'll take the free kick for North Geelong in the middle of the ground for a high tackle. Brady Watts goes with a right foot kick long towards half forward. Clark third in line, goes up off hands. Miller gets back there. So does McNamara. Handball to Addy. Under pressure from Podner. Close to the boundary line. He's happy to see it over. Favours Hollands. Gets it along into inside 50. Holes Find. Just creates a path for Urquhart. Oh, and the punts. Comes out quickly. Urquhart had it, lost it, got tackled, and Brady Watts has got the free kick. Right on 50, on the boundary line at half forward. And standing right next to the fence. So, difficult, but he's got the breeze behind him. And if he just aims it towards the left-hand goalpost, he'll just be able to zoom it back in. Makes it sound easy, doesn't it? He's put it to the teeth of the goal, and it's off hands, and is it through? It is through for a one behind to North Geelong. So they go to 10-11-71. They trail BellPost Hill 20 goals, 13-133. Smiths Holden Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard, 20 minutes played.
Quick release of the ball, sees Lima steam out of the defence and goes towards centre wing. Kick wouldn't have enough distance on us, and Shane Dillon comes in, takes the ball, goes back inside, fans Van Creeken. So they've gone backwards, but they had possession of the ball. Hutchison leads up, and they still got the ball, but the possession's still inside the centre square. He now turns, goes inside 50. Miller has got to be the target. Up. Ball gets over the back of the contest. Players not running towards the contest, but Fitzsimmons does. Gets to the ball. Needs support. Just prepared to run the ball over. Kept it in. Bounced off the first. BellPost still playing.
And he can crack at it.
That's it, Grub. You let them know, mate, because that's what you're here to do. Ball back of the contest, picked up by Whitney. Comes out, good release because Barton's standing there by himself. He gets the ball out and goes towards centre wing. Boundary line, mark's not taken, picked up there. Gibbs couldn't do so. Basically gets one on the top of the head, but it's going to end up in the hands there of Whitney again. He kicks around the boundary line. Runners needed. Basically has the legs. Can he get to the ball and pick it up cleanly? Does so. Releases the ball backwards. Finds Popovsky. The numbers are there in support for BellPost Hill. His kick goes forward, looking for holes. Fine. Kick wasn't good, but he's able to collect the ball. He's tackled. Need to get the ball out and knock it forward, but is unable to do so. Picked up there by Dylan. He's tackled, brought to ground, and it's pressure on because the ball's picked up by Fantella. Chips over the top. Page, will he continue? Yes, he does. Good chase down there by Brady Watts. Great chase at this stage of the game. Ball's collected by Andrews. Feet taken from him, and he's underneath the ball. Now he's going to be in trouble, I think. The punch is coming out. There it is. So Fantella it is. Free kick. Kicks from 35 metres out. Nice looking kick off the boot. It's going to go across with the breeze and through for a minor score. 1 goal, 1 to that player. 20 goals, 14. 134 to BellPost Hill. Scoreboard.
Yeah, I think it's over, mate.
Kick in.
Good call.
Long kick in too.
There's that long kick you've been looking for, mate.
Yeah.
Parker gives it to Hollands.
I go down and kick a goal now and just prove me right.
Goes centre wing. Reynolds goes towards Miller. Runs onto
That's
the
better.
ball. Reels around. Kick inside 50. 1-on-1 at the Fitzsimmons. Morton's there as well. Numbers with BellPost Hill though again. Morton puts the tackle on. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. Ball up now for Hollands.
Yeah, I'll put it across the radio in 2 weeks' time.
Goes the contest. Miller outside at half forward. Back to, terrible kick. Turns it over and Tim Barton takes the mark at half back for BellPost Hill. He goes along the line. Terrible kick off the boot. I reckon that footy's right, you know.
Well, they've been kicking it bad all over. I'll tell you what, some of the
day.
BellPost Hill blokes are kicking it all right, though.
Not too many of them. Anyway, Lentini gets across half back. He goes towards centre wing. And coming out, Andrews in front. Needs to get around. He can't get around.
Cottonwool.
And do you think sometimes it's the care you take too into King? Like when Jovanovic and Barton line up after the siren, they kick it beautifully.
Yeah, it's probably over kicking the ball, maybe some of them, that's all. So the ball now on centre wing. Watts transfers the ball back in towards the centre. Dylan in front. Ball from Tobin. Running play across the front of the contest is the Eels. Needs some players moving further afield. Doesn't have it. Now he does. Goes looking towards Miller. Can't get to the contest. Addy trailing's going to go back and collect it. Picks it up cleanly. Now it's to release it. Does so. Finds Lentini. He's also in trouble. Needs to get rid of the ball. Swick kick. Not too far, but Fantella. He makes it look good and he collects the ball. Goes looking towards Tobin. Basically comes up. Can't trap it. Picked up there by Parker. Still got dash and run. Bounces one. There's his second. Now steps towards the 50 line. Goes long. Get towards the goal square. Got good carry over the top. Where will it bounce? Player running backs. Morton collects it, but unfortunately ran through with the ball. And another rush behind for the North Geelong side. 10 goals, 12, 72. 2014, 134. BellPost Hill. Final quarter's gone 25 minutes. Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki scoreboard.
Kick in by Martin. Finds Lima in the back pocket. Goes along the line towards half-back with a spearing kick. Coming out, though, Podner in front. Behind him is Whitney. And
If he was chasing me, I'd beat Usain Bolt. Don't worry about that. He was a tough, dangerous man.
from the ruck contest to the front of the pack, BellPost Hill. Short little kick. Reynolds holds his ground up for North Geelong. Across centre wing. Back inboard looking for Dylan. No, it doesn't sit for him. Popovsky, it does. Handball back inboard. Little kick by Pisano. Was very cute to the Whitley medalist, the Tobin brother. Gets it on the back end of the centre square. Goes towards half forward. Basely got a high tackle and played on quickly. Goes wide. Good kick too. And finds Rob Wood. He goes with a right foot kick towards the square. Jovanovic from behind goes up. Can't take the mark. De Blasio holds his ground and sees it through for a rush behind. 20 goals, 15, 135. Now BellPost Hill, North Geelong 10, 12, 72. Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard, 26 minutes played.
I reckon a lot of the time the bounce of the balls just happen to go BellPost way more too. I tell you what, I've put 2 and 2 together. I've seen Graham Lewis with a whole heap of footies. He's put a dud one in there to their advantage. He's cheating. He's cheating.
So the ball picked up by Wright at centre-half back position, goes towards centre-half forward. Flight of the ball not read by any player, but Addy out the back door. There he is, takes a bounce. He was lucky there. Miller had him by the shirt. Probably could have got pinged. And maybe some days when the ball's running for you, that may have been called. But it's Barton who has the ball. been good, Timmy Barton. Presented up really nicely for BellPost, still through centre half forward and further afield. Goes short, target, Jovanovic, he's up. Strong hands, can't take the mark. De Blasio does well. He's also been good for North. Handball goes back to right. Provide a good run for North through the middle of the ground. Comes out towards Reynolds, goes wide. Eels has the ball. Now there's players needs to come up. Podner's got to be that player. He leads up, ball into space. Podner leads there. Urquhart right in. Good mark, Podner. Hasn't done much of that today, but he knows he can.
Urquhart's been good, see?
Yep, Urquhart, good position. Now the ball further afield. Van Cregan's the target, and Lima. She's going to throw the ball back into the field of play. Good throw by the umpire. Symes reads the ball well. Lima just fed off him. Kicks the ball short and found Tobin. Tobin comes this side. He's got holes for him. He goes back and overall has the mark. Plays on. Goes towards centre wing. Lima's continue to run, and he's got space everywhere in front of him. How far does he want to go? As far as he likes, but he chips the ball over. Good quick movement. Pisano, he missed the flight of the ball. It's picked up for North Geelong. Transfers back, and it ends up in the hands there of Van Creeken, who spins and turns. Told to go forward. Again, good hands from Miller that time. Don't know whether he read the flight too well, but stretched up and took a good mark. So Blake Miller will chance here to go back and kick his second goal. As we know, great kick of the football. Accuracy will be the question.
When he goes at the ball hard, Miller, he's great. But he's just got to do it at every contest. At this stage today, I reckon he's done it 1 in every 4. He's got to do it every contest.
So Miller steps to 50. Has got the distance, has got the accuracy. Yes,
and
he
that's
has.
why.
And that's a nice kick of the foot.
Now.
And can play in the ruck.
He can. Symes gets it down. Tobin comes off half forward, wrapped up by right. Got the handball free. Fantella, handball to Ash Whitney, to Page. His handball back to Fantella. Kick around the corner to Pisano. It's the B team in there now, and they're going okay too. Pisano.
Is there any real B team at BellPost?
Not really.
Yeah, reserves.
And the Lions.
Goes.
Yes, they can. I listened to you coming home from Winchelsea, Thompson. Yes, they can. Don't you worry about that. We drop out and he comes in.
Boundary throw in from the contest. Holes fine. Got one high. Umpire. Oh, punts. There you go. So North Geelong get it. Gibbs from half back to half forward. Podner up against Urquhart. Got the numbers again. The Panthers. This has been the difference. Numbers around the footy. Chips the football back inboard. And Washington takes the mark back into the centre square at centre half back. He chips the ball to Symes. The big fella takes it. But overall on his outside, he kicks it towards Urquhart, who takes the mark. Under pressure from Biggs. And he chips the ball over the top. Fantella, he chips it further. There's Steve. Kept going. Steve overall, inside 50, takes the mark. So, overall, right half forward.
Well, I wouldn't reckon he'd have kicked the goal today,
well,
would
there
he?
you go, because he handballs it back to Wood. So Wood goes off a step towards the goal square. Jovanovic puts his hands up, can't take the mark, off hands. Still in the field of play. Gibbs and Popovsky.
So the ball thrown in, deep in the pocket. Barton does the ruck work, tapped out by Matheson, picked up there by Tobin, I think it was, who goes towards goal, goes across the face, through for a minor.
It's okay, you don't have to come back tomorrow, I do.
So Reynolds from the back, full-back position, plays on, goes out wide, looking for right. With him is Holes fine. Neither player takes the mark, ends up with Fantella, chips the ball back in. Barton leads up and takes the mark. Can he have another shot after the siren in this quarter as he did in the second? He's going to take his time and go back. He knows he can kick the distance. So Jimmy Barton.
Well, at 31 minutes and 44 seconds, it should be a possibility, Smithy.
Should just have the mercy rule, shouldn't they, in these games?
Well, there's no percentage in finals. I couldn't see why not.
So the ball with Timmy Barton. Can this be the last kick of the game? I'm not too sure just at this time, but he comes in. Loads up. Long kick. It was the last kick of the game, and it's marked in the goal square. It will be a no score, so BellPost Hill will run out winners this afternoon comfortably. 20 goals, 16, 136. 11 goals, 12, 78 to Bell.